see. So, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and I absolutely love the Mortal Kombat, the backstory and the lore of everything. I've got the game guides for Mortal Kombat games out the wazoo. I have MK9, which is just Mortal Kombat 2009. I have MK Armageddon, MK Deception, MK Enemy Alliance. I used to have Shaolin Monks. I know I said Shaolin Monks when it's Shaolin Monks. Get over it. I can't get my hands on MK vs. DC Universe for cheap, and I've played almost every iteration of the arcade games. I'm a big Mortal Kombat buff, and this game really pissed me the fuck off. So, a few things that we're going to cover. Part 1 is going to be mostly story. I'm going to try and have two hour-long videos. You want to know why? Because this story, here's sin number 1. I have a little counter that we're going to be clicking every time I pause this to sin this, which is going to be a lot during the story. The gameplay is not going to be anything special. Well, I'm going to cream through it. It's on the regular default difficulty right now, just to show you how easily I can blow through this. Like, literally, I played this on Xbox One for the longest time. I actually had to make my own game guide for it. So I have a notebook that is literally chock full of all of the movesets for every variation. So I'm going to be referring to this so that I don't have to pause every 5 seconds to see the goddamn moves list. So, in between fights, you are going to see, like, when we're changing character style, okay, I'm going to have to stop, I'm going to have to pull up the character, and I'm going to have to find the moveset just so I know what I'm working with. It's been forever since I touched this. I just played a warm-up game of Scorpion Ninjutsu set, which is my old go-to, and I was definitely a little bit rusty. I did get an assassin matchup, which was Reptile, which I spanked the pants off of him. So a boss fight in the single-player game is not big. We are going to be having a sin counter going. This will carry over from part 1 and part 2. But just, there's so many glaring holes. So the first sin that we had to sin is that A, it's 4 hours long. You have to realize that MK, Armageddon, and Deception both had Conquest mode. Now, for a PS2 fighting game, a story mode like that was kind of unheard of. So kudos to them, and they did put out a decent campaign to it, a 5 to 6 hour long campaign, which back then, that's fine. And then, you know, you have Injustice 2, which was a respectable 8 to 9 hours. I'm sorry, Injustice 1, which was 8 to 9 hours. I haven't done Injustice 2 yet. You have MK9, which was a decent 10 to 12 hours if you include having to fucking fight Shao Kahn as Liu Kang. I can't play Liu Kang. I hate Liu Kang. Like, he's just generic. I'm sorry, I don't like Liu Kang with a projectile spam heavy type character. Even though I'm a projectile spam heavy type player, I don't like his projectiles that I have to spam heavily as a character. So, that's a bit of a problem for me. But it was a solid 10 to 12 hours, and there was replay value to it. You did unlock 2 characters in Quan Chi and Cyber Sub-Zero, which I'm glad to see there is an Easter egg in here for Cyber Sub-Zero. That's one of the few things I will be happy with. I'm not removing any sins until the end. I want you to know that. So if I say I'm removing a sin, we're going to keep a mental count. And I'm actually not going to remove any sins. If I say I'm removing a sin, it's just going to mean that the next time I go to click this, I'm not going to do it. There was going to be a lot of pausing. It's going to be quite boring, because it's going to be mostly me fighting these little short bouts in between me moaning about the story, about the problem. So basically, you have not missed anything here. This is the earliest I could pause it. Basically, it's millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earth Realm. I'm talking in my serious voice now. So we're just going to kind of jump right in. I'm just letting you know off the parameters for this. So I'm playing, one thing I want to show you the easiness of this. I'm playing this on the default difficulty, and I'm going to be using my homemade game guide of moves list and stuff like that. So I will be doing that in between. I haven't played this game in about, it's August now, and I last played this in February, I believe. So it's been 6 months. No, I played this last in January, so it's been 7 months. So, let's just go right at it.
Invaded the Earth Realm.
Okay. I have always loved the cutscenes.
Stop Shinnok.
Now, one thing I have to complain about right off the bat is that, for a thing, Shinnok has always been a fallen Elder God, but all of the Elder Gods represented a specific realm. Shinnok specifically represented the Nether Realm, just like Raiden specifically represents Earthrealm. There's a couple of other Elder Gods that have been explored in previous games that, oh, it represents the realm of order, and this one represents the realm of chaos, and, you know, Havoc is actually a representative for the Elder God of, what's his name? And the reason why Raiden is always a playable character is because he gave up his Elder Godhood in order to do this. So, right there, the problem is that they're going to say that they locked him up in the Netherrealm. The Netherrealm's always been his home. So let's keep going.
Locked him up in the Netherrealm.
The artwork, it was cool in this. I did not like
Outworld's Emperor
the fact that they toned down the sexiness of this. This is one of those games that, you know, it had that sex appeal, male and female.
Convinced the Elder Gods to enact the Mortal Kombat tournament as a way to even the odds. Give Earthrealm a chance.
Now my thing is, Earthrealm is so damn special.
For generations, Shao Kahn followed the Elder Gods' rules. The war moved to the arena, where he sent his toughest fighters to challenge Raiden's greatest defenders.
I love how they're showing the last year of the Mortal Kombat. The last...
2 years ago, we beat him. But Shao Kahn wasn't ready to lose.
This is, by the way, I'm saying this for our previously on MK9.
Mortal Kombat and invaded Earthrealm.
Right.
Most of Earth's defenders, our friends, were killed.
Pause. Notice how Liu Kang's in the center of that. Raiden killed Liu Kang, not Shao Kahn's forces. Shao Kahn's forces did not kill anybody, okay? Sindel killed them. Sindel killed about half the cast. Now, this is a retroactive sin for MK9. It's the only part of the story that I didn't like is they kind of killed off everybody. They killed off everybody not named Shinnok, Quan Chi, Raiden, Johnny Cage, and Sonya. Let's be real. They did it. They killed pretty much everybody that you wanted to play as off. We're not including Liu Kang because Liu Kang sucks balls. But they're insinuating right here. Another thing due to realize is that Sindel herself was killed. Sindel herself got killed. So it wasn't just most of Earth's defenders. It was most of the Netherrealm's not Netherrealm. Outworld's defenders that got killed too. Noob got killed. Now we go into the... Oh, I didn't even skip that. This is going horribly already. We're going to get to the next one, which is QTE. Why are QTEs in a fighting game? Is my question. There's also no consequence if you were to fail any of these. There's literally no consequence to me doing it. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna miss all the button prompts from now. I'm not gonna press anything. Okay, here's the controller. No, that should have gone into his eye. I'm not pressing a button. Look. I'm not doing it. Also, I don't like the look that they went for when they decided to go for this new style for the Revenants. It's rather annoying. I'm surprised the airplane is staying afloat. Well, helicopter, what the fuck you want to call it.
Nasty.
Really? Johnny Cage gets scared of a head. He has no problem punching someone in the nuts and punching their head off, but a head that he didn't punch off. I hate the ridiculousness that this went to. Like, this is like Call of Duty Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna press the button here. I was going to, but... Oh my god, that's funny as hell. How are you not dead? No. There's no consequence to any of this. I want you to know that. We'll be fighting Johnny Cage. I'm gonna have to find out. Pause this in a minute. By the way, subtitles are off. I can't turn them on for some reason. Even though I want to. Can I? No. I had subtitles turned on in my gameplay settings, but then...
The end is
there we go.
near. Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
Okay, so this is A-list Johnny Cage. So where's Johnny Cage in here? That's Kung Lao, that's Shinnok. Okay, no, Johnny Cage, that's Fist of A-list. Notice how I have to literally make my own guide. So what am I going to be using a lot of? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. No, I don't use that. Bum, bum. Okay. Okay, close range overhead. Okay. Ooh, nice. See how easy that was? And this is on default.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
Ooh! Counter X-ray! Sorry. Combo breaker! Sorry. Ooh! Uppercut to the face. Yay! See how easy that was? Okay, maybe it's the opener. I've got to get back to the chopper. Look at Johnny Cage one-liner.
Sonya, get out of there!
How are you not dead from the shit? Now, I'm not gonna sin the sheer audacity of it, because I'm gonna tack on 10 sins at the end, probably.
Whew. That was unpleasantly cold.
I've always loved Johnny Cage's cheese and one-liners. Wait. Nice. Get the X-ray and just finish him off. Now, as a novice right now who hasn't played this game in a while, this is very easy.
Didn't know a face could do that.
Just finish him with the throw from the stop. Also, there's no fatalities in that in story mode. Love that.
I liked it better when we fought on the same side.
Okay, then, you know, that's not my problem. So here we go. So now we're back to the story where we can possibly sin shit if I don't fuck it up again. There was just some, by the way, what you missed earlier was the amount of ridiculousness. Also, there's a please wait before you can pause. Those two things. Like, basically, oh my god, I'm gonna stand there and gawk at the giant TV thing and it rips my head off! Really? That's the best they have to offer. So, 14 minutes in, I've only fought 2 games. Now, I did monologue for 3 minutes, so that's 11. So yeah, so 11 minutes in, I've only 2 fights.
Shinnok will answer for.
But Shinnok doesn't answer for them, because both of them become good guys. So here we are at Raiden's temple. With whatever the fuck these things are that they didn't bother to introduce. As Fujin, a non-playable character, is in the game. Fujin is another character that they probably could have killed off. Look at this. I would love to have this moveset in here. you're not going to get an infectious disease from. There's also no blood, really. There. Like, no blood. You got bit on the ear. You're the wind god. Why are you afraid of flying demons? Why are you standing there talking? See, now this is fun. I would like to be able to play during this sequence. Imagine if you had this as a co-op beat-em-up level in between, where it's Raiden, where you're playing, say, Raiden right here, or Fujin, and you had to beat up a certain number of enemies with your move in order to advance to the next level. I love how Raiden just stays there and takes it like a pro porn star. Since when did you have an axe head on the end of that?
The portal's defenses below.
Oh, look at that. We're already at 16.
It is too late.
Now, I love how early on in the game, this is another thing, they make Quan Chi into being one of the most biggest badass characters, especially as a character from, like, Deadly Alliance and stuff like that. Like, his Deadly Alliance days, he was badass. And then they turn him into a little bitch. Spoiler alert, he dies like a little bitch. As is the problem. And I'm going to give this game 5 sins every time a main character is killed off. We're not talking about where they were killed off in Resurrection. We're talking about where they are killed the fuck off. We're going to add, no, not 5 sins. We're going to add 10 sins. I'm adding 1 sin here for the fact of the awesome introduction that Quan Chi gets, even though he violates his own rule of killing one of his own henchmen. And then they kill him off like a little bitch. Continue.
The mighty god.
Also, I love the animation of this during the cutscenes. The animation is fantastic.
Surely you are pleased to see
and then it's absolute utter bullshit in fight. Like I said, I was talking about the Scorpion game that I played. It was actually a Scorpion v Liu Kang. He didn't abandon them to their deaths, and you technically didn't return them to life. So there's another sin for you, buddy.
I return them to life. A life worse than death.
That's
one you will soon share, and my lord himself shall witness your fall.
The animation on those guys is quite hard, though. They're dead? There's no way they're alive. If they are alive, if they were alive, they're not dead after that. By the way, why does Johnny Cage need a gun? And if he needs a gun during this cutscene, why doesn't he have a gun in the game? Notice the missing voice! There's no voiceover line there! 2 sins. Don't sit there and tell me that that's a glitch. That, oh, they're over there, so they couldn't hear what he said. Don't put it up on the caption! They could have easily cut from the scene of just Jax walking up, right? At Noob. Maybe make a pointing gesture with his mouth, and them just sitting there going, Jax, whoa. Wonder what that guy's saying. They used to be our friend. No, they actually wrote dialogue lines there, but didn't bother to voice act them. Also love the fact that Kenshi became a major character. They took a DLC character from MK9, who was, to be honest, the most underpowered of all of the DLC characters, and they turned him into a key plotline in this game. They literally took a character that was only seen in Deadly Alliance. Like, Deadly Alliance was his one game that he had stuff in. You know, he was in Armageddon. Who the fuck played him? He was in Deception, I believe. I don't remember if he was in Deception as a... I know he was in Deception as a figure, but he wasn't a playable character, I don't believe. Well, for at least PS2 version that I played for years, he was not a playable character for me. Maybe that's because I couldn't unlock him or whatnot, but I couldn't play as him. No, I think he was in Deception. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, he's such a huge fucking plot hole now. He's a fucking MacGuffin. I know I'm using that wrong, because a MacGuffin is something that's used to advance the plot, but you don't really need to know about it. It's just there to advance the plot. But that's kind of how I feel about him. Like, he was a nobody until this. This should be called Mortal Kombat Kenshi's Vengeance. Like Raiden's Vengeance for Metal Gear Solid. Look at all the non-playable characters in this game. I wish I could play it. Oh, now he speaks. So let me get this straight. You could hear him say there, but you couldn't hear him say, so, this one doing his job? Also love the fact that Noob, this is Noob, right? No, this is Smoke. I love how the character, they just randomly changed the style of the character for Smoke, going back to his old ninja persona from MK Deception, and I don't think he was in Deadly Alliance, but I know for a fact he was in Deception. For his Deception Deadly Alliance one, as opposed to and his alternate costume for Armageddon, as opposed to the new humanoid one that they went for in MK9, which actually gave the character more depth. So that's a big problem for me. The character redesign on a character that's they shouldn't have done it on.
Smoke is dead. I am an end.
Now that's the justification that they use, but you have to realize that if you look at the canon, the official canon ending in MK9 for his story, when he beats Shao Kahn, he becomes Inenran. He still keeps his physical form at the end of that, though. So they're literally making his MK9 ending canon, but the problem with it is they're trying to fit it in with the story mode that had nothing to do with his canon ending. That's another sin. Now, this is a fight that I could actually be having. But instead, I'm not. Because I have to go save the love interest.
The real Jax wouldn't punch his best friend.
Johnny Cage, killing you will be a pleasure.
I love how Johnny Cage is, I love how, what's his name, Jax is supposed to be a great long-range character. I mean, a great close-range powerhouse, and the amount of beat-up that I'm able to do.
Gotcha.
I did a recovery right there without even... Ooh, nice job. And there's the anti-air.
Don't say I never did.
He actually had to play a mid-range game in order to beat me. I love how I always use X-rays kind of as a counter move, depending on the champion, with him being a close range. Try and use that as a 1-2-7. Base. At that point, I just had to zone him out. Like, seriously, I literally just played a zoning game right there.
We're gonna fix you someday.
But then but if you fix him someday, then he can't have Jackie. He won't be able to have Jackie Briggs. And the Justice League of Mortal Kombat will be incomplete. We're gonna get to that eventually, just...
Well,
again, why do you need guns?
Again. Sonya, that's not him.
No, really, you couldn't tell by the glowing demon essence coming from him? Of course, that's not him. Dumbass.
Sergeant, what is it?
That the elevator?
Yes, the elevator. Sento contains the souls of my ancestors. They guide me.
Boring exposition that you could have found out from playing or reading him from Armageddon, Deception, Deadly Alliance, MK9 with his backstory. You know, MK9 had this great and wonderful thing called a bio section. If you went to extras, it had the bio for every champion in the game. It's the same bio that was in the MK game guide from, I forget if it was Brady Games or Prima Games that I have. Yeah, it's the same bio. And if you have that book or if you have that game, then you already know this shit. It's exposition you don't need to tell us. Now, if this is stuff that for a newcomer, you could have had that very same game mode. You could have had that very same mode in extras, which there's another sin for it not being there. For actually lacking content and features because it wanted to be more online multiplayer. I have more fun playing MK9 on the PS3 with the lag and the server problems and everything than I do playing this. And this isn't the PC version. If this was the PC version, God! Oh, God.
Could they hurry the hell up?
What are they shooting at? That'd be nice to know.
Going up.
Fall back, now!
Go on. You guys stay here. Close the door.
So Johnny Cage, who has no military experience and has no military rank, to my knowledge, is ordering these men to stay behind and what is essentially die. Great job. C4 can be used to destroy magical doors. Wow. I don't know why they don't just slap a bunch of C4 on fucking Shinnok and be done with it already. If that's all it takes to dispel a magic. It's fucking C4. Elder gods that control the elements cannot defeat these non-supernatural beings. Well, with the exception of Sindel. Maybe they nerfed her. Maybe they released a patch and they nerfed her. Oh, that's right, they didn't, because she's not a playable character. Sindel isn't. Stryker isn't. Not that you want him to. Cabal isn't. Not playable. Just in the game for stupidity. Taking it off for a long time. I'm gonna have to stop pausing. I'm just gonna have to send it on the way. So if you miss things, that's on you. Shinnok out of nowhere. Not sitting that. Not doing it.
Raiden. Your legacy. You poison their hearts.
Technically, your legacy would be Shaolin. I'm calling him Shaolin, not Liu Kang. He's Shaolin.
You betrayed your fellow Elder Gods and attacked Earthrealm. We stopped you then, imprisoned you in the Netherrealm. We will do so again.
Remove the shadow from the light. The shadow grows. The legacy of life is death, Raiden. My followers accept this and live on. They fight for me.
But not of their own volition. Also, I'd like to note, he talked about his followers. Quan Chi is not dead yet. So there's no reason why you would say his followers accept him. Where the fuck is that move in Quan Chi's skill set? Now introducing the power of the ultimate MacGuffin in the Mortal Kombat universe. Shinnok's Amulet! Unlimited! Power! Wait for it. Hero saved in the nick of time, please, Shay.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't see you there.
I'm gonna take one sin off. We're not clicking the next one. We're taking another sin off for this. This was funny for me. I'm sorry.
How dare you!
Oh, that's racist! They went after the disabled guy first! That's not a sin.
That is mine.
Technically, he's right. It is Shinnok's amulet. Yeah, we're bringing all those sins back by trying to shoot him. No! You realize not to use the gun! Good job! And okay! Also, retroactive sim to NK9 for removing that wonderful sound effect on the bicycle kick for Liu Kang, thus making him a non-viable character. If Shinnok has that much power in his goddamn amulet,
She will be the first to join me.
technically she has to be dead in order to do that. A little plot device! Glowing green armor! Da-da-da-da! It's Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern! Oh wait, that's Johnny
I'm not
Cage.
sure what just happened to me.
Here we
I
go.
am sure of this.
Now the fight, actually.
You don't even
Now we
think
actually
of
get to
hurting
fight!
her.
Where's that little fly move? Might go to anti-air. Also notice how one of the key moves in Quan Chi's arsenal is now in Shinnok. That's gonna be a sin after this in a minute.
Oh, snap!
Ooh, nice catch. Oh, he's gonna hit me for his ult? Oh, no. I'm sorry, not his ult, his super move. Oh, no, his super move is X-ray move, that's right. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh! If I had the ability to put memes in, this is where I would have the Spike Lee movie where they all go, damn, right there. Fucking countered him with a frickin' uppercut. That's nice. So this is the retroactive sin that I was talking about.
You really
A
are
lot of the
fallen
movesets
elder
for the
god.
characters were just hybrids. You really are fallen elder god. Here we go. So now we get to more story monologuing.
Johnny Cage, the amulet!
Just
No!
that's great aim. That's great accuracy. I love how you can control Shinnok's amulet. I don't buy that. Now, if Shinnok is contained within his amulet, did we finally
Enjoy
contain him
your
in the
days,
Pokeball?
Gramps.
Yay! We have Shinnok in the Pokeball! Ooh, that means I can name him! I'm gonna name him Fuzzy.
Johnny.
Go Fuzzy!
Yeah.
I'm gonna summon you to beat the gym leader! I don't care how gay and stupid that it was, that's
Remain here.
exactly what's going
The
through my
Chamber's
mind right now.
properties will heal Sonya Blade in short order.
The Chamber's properties.
Quan Chi and
The
the
Chamber
others
of Secrets.
were gone. A surge of power within the chamber overwhelmed my senses.
We can deal with Quan Chi later, King.
No!
We've never
No!
had
No, no,
bigger
no!
prizes.
Deal with him now!
Amulet. And within it,
Old fish face himself.
No, it's
Let us
Fuzzy.
take the amulet
His name
to
is
the
Fuzzy,
Elder
get it
Gods.
right.
They cannot destroy it. No one can.
They might offer counsel. Shinnok can never escape.
Sin for foreshadowing.
the war is not over. Quan Chi has escaped. Why are you smiling?
I'm gonna get laid tonight. Yeah, that's not
She
really a
called me
great plot
Johnny.
device there, Johnny. See, here we go. She called me Johnny. How did I know it? You could just sum that up as Poontang in one word.
Raiden told me later that I'm descended from some
20 years later, this expositional cutscene is now over. As we now bring to you, da 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 da, I'm adding 16 sins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why? There are 4 champions for the new Justice League of Mortal Kombat. 1 sin for each of them because we're supposed to automatically like them because they're the good guys. Another sin for the fact that they're replacing the already good guys that we had. Third sin for stealing half of the movesets from the characters that they replaced them with. And a 4th sin for each character for just plain old sucking. There's no character development outside of expositional backstories, which the only expositional backstories that we get are for the 2 male champions. The 2 female champions, we do not get any expositional backstory on. The 2 times we fight them is defend X love interest with Y character, and I'm the daughter of these 2 characters that you liked, and we made their hybrids into a baby, so now we're going to take on the boss because the story dictates it. Class A storytelling, boys and girls, and nondescript sexes.
Mediterranean war cult. Bred as warriors.
Again, more exposition you could have already known.
Never been able to resummon that green halo.
Bullshit, you resummon it every time you fight.
Triggered when I saw a loved one about to die.
Wow. So in order to fight, you have to make sure your loved ones almost die?
Can you summon anything like that? Or did it skip a generation?
You can summon a kick to the balls.
We didn't need a halo in Darfur, or Iran, or Kurdistan. Did we, Jackie? Nope,
no, we just used drones. American politics for it.
I've seen plenty of action. Takeda and I both. Stuff that blow your special forces mind.
My special forces are better than... My big men with guns are better than your ninjas. Well, my super special cyber warriors are better than... Fucking hell. This is a Mortal Kombat game, ladies and gentlemen, and nondescript sexes of all ages. This is not some bullshit asinine 5-year-olds arguing about which action figure is gonna kill each other first. Bullshit.
Because you deserve to be. You're beautiful and unique snowflakes.
Right there, take a sin off. The next sin's on me.
As I'm sure you're unaware, judging from the lack of gift cards, today is our team's 6-week anniversary.
Taking off the next 2
Blake
sins.
says he's pleased with our progress.
You could spit in his hair and he'd be pleased with our progress.
He was smart enough to have Mr. Cage put this team together.
Oh, suck it up to the boss.
I'm glad the Shura Ryu
down.
chose me to join. New places, new faces.
Sexual harassment lawsuit in the making. Remove sin number 2 that we just
As the secretary pointed out, us older folks are going to retire someday.
Referring to our
So
characters that we know and love as
Shaolin,
old folks.
Shirai Ryu, SF. Together.
Together forever and never too far.
Temple. We haven't heard
I'm
from
just
the
spitting at the
Grandmaster in a
memes here.
while, so we need to make sure he's still on
Now,
our side.
I get the feeling, I don't know what it is, but somehow I get the feeling that the Grandmaster, Sub-Zero, is actually in on this. I don't know why I get that feeling. I just sort of do. You know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that this is obviously a trap. I mean, why? Why would the United States Special Force, NATO, UN conglomerate of undescript Special Forces of America, Mortal Kombat Justice League, why would they ever go in and invade a hostile... Hey, we don't really know if it's like a nation or anything, but why would we go invade, what's his name, Sub-Zero's thing? That was a little bit of lag in the corner there, I'm apologizing. I'm making fun of the camera, because that's better.
And he's got our backs if things flare up again with Outworld.
Why would they?
You need to bring him in. But don't be surprised if Sub-Zero's not willing to cooperate.
No!
Why be worried about Outworld? I thought Kotal Khan respected...
Now, this is where a lot of people who are mainstream YouTubers say, Mortal Kombat Commandment number 9, thou shalt not speak of bullshit-ass characters such as Raiko. I give all Mortal Kombat characters validity, because without the shit characters like Su Hao, and Raiko, and Jarek, and Taven, and Dagon, and Tanya, who's in this fucking game, and Serena, there would literally be no reason for other characters like Quan Chi, Scorpion, Sub-Zero to be as awesome as they are. It was a dark time in Mortal Kombat history when they ran out of characters to come up with, and DLC characters weren't yet a thing because MK vs. DC Universe hadn't come out yet. So they didn't realize that they could bring in Kratos, and Alien, and Predator, and Freddy, and Jason, and Leatherface, and that would make a game.
The Reiko Accords.
He does, but he's facing a civil war. The rebels win, those accords will be
Those
history.
accords will be history anyways when the goddamn Civics come out, okay? Honda gets their cars right. You get rid of the accords and you go to the Civics. Alright, that's how we do shit in the Honda hood. No idea where that goes. Now all of a sudden we introduce you to Outworld. This looks surprisingly like
Emperor.
Assassin's Creed.
What's the expression? It's not worth the dirt on my shoe.
Kotal Khan has always bargained with you fairly, Kino.
I'm not gonna talk about this bitch yet, alright? I'm not gonna do it.
Upgraded weapons, my intel, and poof.
I love
The
Kano.
long
Kano's still
outworld
my
civil
favorite.
war.
Out of this game, Kano is still my favorite
Might be
character.
nice to keep
Not to
back
play
a
as, but just general character.
You know Melina's location.
And a whole rebel army. It's gotta be worth at least 50.
I must attack her immediately. End this conflict.
Also, I love, by the way, there's
As you
no
say,
reason now
claims us.
as to why they
Right.
reveal that whoever the
We have a
fuck
deal.
this is, Kotal Khan, why they're revealing him now as the big boss of Outworld. Literally, there's no exposition if you did not read the comics. I didn't read the comic. I read the bio off of Wikipedia, which was not as detailed as the comic, because I shouldn't have to read a comic to do that. If you're gonna put this much bullshit exposition in your game, put the right bullshit exposition in your game.
The Tarkatans are in position. We await your order. It is given, dearest Tanya.
Also, let's give a sarcastic round of applause. Not. To the unblackening of the only one of the few remaining major African-American characters in Mortal Kombat, outside of Kai, who's only featured in MK Armageddon and a couple of the spin-offs in between. Is there a black character? There was Tanya. A little bit of both. I mean, that's just fucking racist. They took one of the few major African-American looking, and I have to say looking, because based off of her appearance, you can kind of go either way. And they made her this. She's not even attractive. Like, this is the other problem. Melina was one of the most attractive characters, you know, obviously with MK running off of the Soul Calibur boob physics engine, as I called it. Ass and tits the simulator. No, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I mean, seriously. Don't tell me you didn't play the frickin' third unlockable Melina costume. I know you did. I did it just because, I mean, it didn't show as much, to be honest, as that did. Like, there was skin, but there's no jiggle. If you're gonna play a sexy character in a fighting game, you want to see the jiggle. You know what this problem is? The problem is Mortal Kombat has never taken itself seriously. This suffers from Capcom syndrome. Because they took, like Resident Evil, what Resident Evil did with 5 and 6, they tried to make it too serious. They tried to make this into a serious fighting game, as opposed to being the kind of ridiculous, bombastic game that we loved. And it's bullshit.
Stopping a carriage is nothing. Killing an emperor
Rain, yet another playable character.
requires power. Power you have, Melina, and won't use.
So, how does she get Shinnok's amulet? I know it's explained in the comments, but I don't want to.
The usurper's excursion came too soon.
The rain falls when it may.
Puns, quips, jokes. Did you honestly think that Kano was gonna kill fucking Kotal Khan? What if Kotal Khan offered him a better deal? By the way, yet another game where we're not gonna press any of the QTEs! Again, I love Melina's brilliant strategy of sending all these Tarkatans to certain deaths. Great job with her army. I also don't like that Ermac became a bad guy, considering the fact that Ermac, this is a retro thing from MK9, when they kind of fucked up the storyline, they made Ermac a bad guy when he was originally a good guy, because they got rid of all the bad guy characters they introduced, because they were kind of crappy. 45 minutes in, by the way. We only play this one character. We've got like 16 or 17 to go. This is gonna be painful attack for y'all. No QTE.
You said a mouthful.
Oops. There is literally no penalty for failing this. What is the point? This is the Order 1886 all over again. Also, Kotal Khan is a god, and he's getting pussy whipped like this. Now, I believe I play as Kotal Khan right here, if I remember correctly. So that means I'm gonna have to find out what moveset it is and... I'm a survivor, motherfucker!
Keep your 50 million. Melina's given me twice that to take you out.
Okay, so, Sun God Kotal Khan. That's somewhere in the middle of my book. I love people said, you have a lot of dedication towards this game, and yet I don't even play it. I made this book. I made a book. I made a book! I'm a good boy. I made a book! Okay, what are we doing right here? So this is... So... Okay, so that's... Bup, bup. Bup, bup. Yeah, bup, bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. That's stupid. Bup, bup, bup. That's how easy the Sun God moveset is, because you can just spam that one ability. Oh, he had to use his X-ray on me? Really? I did love how the X-ray moves got so... Oh no, he used it on me. I don't even care anymore. Like...
On your knees. You're not worth the dirt on my shoe.
And yet you deal with them anyways. The glint in the eyes is horrid. Hey, Tanya, who at the time was not announced in the game, so let's have a sin for her not being a playable character. Even though she is eventually.
Tanya.
I'm pleased you remember me, Koatal.
I love how they pronounce his name Koatal.
Those who freed Melina.
Even though his name is Kotal.
She vowed to create a free Edinia, something you refused to do.
A united Outworld stands strong.
But Edinia is not originally part of Outworld.
Never be united under your rule.
Your rebellion is all that prevents it.
I'm just gonna put this in. That has way too much wind up. Oh, I didn't get to use it.
On your knees. On your knees.
trying to spam that move. Boom.
Your sacrifice honors me.
Ooh, she blocked that. Good job. Toasty's gone. That's another thing I have to penalize after this. I killed her with the ray of light attack. I fucking killed her with the ray of light attack. Vitamin D deficiency! Strike you down! I fucking killed her with the sunlight attack.
She tasks me for the last time.
Since when do you gain the ability to teleport?
Kano was to kill you, miserable snake! Bronate!
Yeah, that's really gonna work. Again, where are those weapons? I want them. They should be in his movement.
Another Edenian, the supposed half-god.
Kogatir! I am a son of Argus. I was not merely...
Hold up! You are a son of Argus. Argus is the father of Dagon and Tavon. Do you mean to tell me that you're gonna retcon and make Rain one of their brothers? Fuck you! I could've won Armageddon with his dumbass then! BS story writing.
We declared a god by befuddled commoners, Bullock.
Surely Melina suspects your true intentions, son of Argus.
By the way, Rain, non-playable character, Sin. Even though I may have done that already, I forgot. It's been an hour.
My intentions are to teach you the difference between pretension and godhood.
Keep spamming it, but like...
On your knees.
Easy.
That should silence you.
Now I get to fight Melina, I believe. What
You won't touch him again.
Here we go. What's taking you so long?
But I will. As the heir to my father, Shao Kahn, I, Melina, Khanum of Outworld, order your execution!
You're ordering yourself to execute him? Oh, nice.
On your knees.
I always love how the slower characters in MK are we're always supposed to have a harder time against the faster ones, but in this game it's literally no different. I'm using it here just because I'm getting low, kind of fucking around, I don't care. I'm tired and bored already. You want to know something? I'm bored of this already. I just need the one throw, and she's dead. That's the sad part. These throws are still overpowered on certain characters.
On your knees.
Boom.
There will be an execution this day.
But it won't be Melina.
You will atone for your descent, Melina. Your blood will make right. Up the stair path, to the fire's edge.
You need to learn how to control that, honey.
What did my emperor see?
A mere cub, grown to be a jaguar.
That's kind of racist if you're going for a South American god.
Once we hit the drop point, we split up. Jackie and I will come in from the south. You two from the west. Rendezvous here, the north entrance.
Sub-Zero is probably going to be
Then what?
Grandmaster.
Simple pick up and go?
We bag him if he resists.
Resistance might be more possible than you think.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. It comes to that, Sub-Zero won't know what hit him.
Thinking that Sub-Zero is just a little bitch. Chapter 3. Wait, there weren't even 16 chapters in this, were there? There were only like, what, 14 chapters? 13, 14? Okay. A lot of cutscenes?
The forward defenses stand down as you command, Grandmaster.
It is confirmed. 4 intruders.
It is time to entertain our guests.
Now, this is Bihan, if I remember correctly. Right? It's been a while since I've done MK lore, really.
All right, I've got.
Look at where they're hiding at. I'm sorry, just look at where they're hiding at. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is the cardboard box from Metal Gear. Oh my god, this is wonderful. Why are they worshipping a statue of Quan Chi? Not explained in the game at all.
Damn it, Jin.
Splitting from the group plot bullshit.
I need to.
You are
That was a great
welcome
idea.
here. State your
That
intentions.
was just a genius idea.
Grandmaster, we need you to come with us. My name is Sergeant.
demand my cooperation, yet you are cut off, surrounded. What will you do?
My father always spoke highly of you, Sub-Zero. He wants to talk.
Talking. His first choice.
Okay, let's try pummeling. Now!
Wait!
Hey, I think Jin went to the Donald Trump School of Negotiating.
Sandra Cage.
Or lack thereof.
You lead this group, but they do not follow. What would your mother do?
Stop wasting time and take you down.
No, he's under the Cryomancer one. I thought it would have been Grandmaster because, you know, he's the Grandmaster, but that's okay. I'm using... I'm probably not using that. I will definitely use that. I'll use that and that. Okay. Ow.
My mother taught me that. I make violence look good.
No, you don't, Miley Cyrus. Like, discount Miley Cyrus right here. Go right ahead. Ooh, nice counter. Nice counter. What up? Shazam! I don't know why.
You are more like your mother than you think.
I could make a semi-derogatory comment here based off my time in MK9, but I'm not gonna because I'm gonna try and keep it as close to PC as I can. Where the fuck is that trick in his moveset?
Your power should have revealed my intention, Takahashi Takeda. No doubt.
Also, I love until he mentions that right there, you have no idea who the fuck Takeda is. You have no idea that he's related. That he's... Oh, spoiler alert. Kenshi's kid.
Kenshi taught you how to use them.
My father taught me a lot, Grandmaster.
Let us see.
Hashtag phrasing. I just love how I just knocked him with a single kick. Ooh, that was kind of cool. I didn't even get a chance to build my X-ray because I had him in a corner trap the whole time. Like, that's the sad part, is I can keep the AI in a corner trap on harder difficulty
You are
levels.
not your father.
Why?
Not yet.
You are not your father.
Damn it.
You announced your arrival, Jacqueline Briggs.
Specialist Briggs.
Yes, military decorum is important in your family.
Also, the amount of voice
If
actors
you know
that they
my
reuse
father,
is
you know
relevant.
me. Thought you and he were friends.
Our histories share a dark chapter.
Hey, lady, I'm not the one with daddy issues. Ooh! Bitch tried to juke.
See that coming?
Bam! Wham bam, thank you, Leonard. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Ooh! Ooh! It's a liver sandwich! In your face. Nice job on the block breaker. Ooh!
conviction.
What the?
Do not judge yourself harshly.
Like the bullet
Specialist
holes that are in
briggs.
him, like from the game. That is nice to carry over there. But that doesn't carry over to here. Drop him. Sorry.
A feint. Bravo.
Kung Jin, you should rally your companions rather than mock your superiors.
I'll remember that, in case I ever meet one.
Ooh. Ooh, nice.
Cannot win.
What the? Huzzah! I just love doing that because the AI just baits me right into it. Ooh, miss. Oh! Boop. Punched him in the face like a fucking androgyous
False
man.
bravado does not suit you.
Okay, now we can get back to the sinning. False bravado does not suit you.
Any ideas?
Sub-Zero, let's talk.
That opportunity has passed.
Got a new plan, Cage?
You could have followed the old one, Jin. You're gonna catch hell if you kill us.
Who said anything about killing?
Yes, I suppose so. Chuo Dangjin.
That worked?
Called it!
This was all a
training exercise.
damn. I should have seen it.
You and your friends show much promise, Cage. But until you function as one, you will fall short.
I'll bet
So other than that,
plays.
you enjoyed your visit.
The Lin Kuei shredded us.
You maybe.
I see plenty of frozen boot prints on your ass, too.
Come on now. You're all winners in my book. New orders from General Blade. Priority 1. Outworlders. Here in Earthrealm.
An invasion?
Couldn't be.
You're not afraid, are you, Mr. Cage? Outworlders, I can handle.
Sonya, not so much. Hashtag lady problems, hashtag feminism.
So when did they show up?
The portal opened by the docks a few hours ago.
Nearly 5,000 in all. Refugees from the Outworld Civil War.
Shadowing of real-world political events? No.
After you.
Do not dwell on your encounter with the Lin Kuei, son. Pretty hard not to.
Why are you making head motions as telepaths? No, they're your horrible telepath mimes.
Thanks, Kenshi. Could you and Mr. Cage join us? Sergeant Cage, you and your team as you were.
This is Li Mei. She seeks asylum.
Why is she not a
for her
playable
people
character in this
Earthrealm.
game?
Our village, Sundo, was the epicenter of a fierce battle. We barely escaped with our lives.
Such is war. I mean, no offense, but you Outworlders kind of live for that, right?
This was different. The rebels, Melina, had a weapon unlike anything. Entire battalions erased. It was not honorable, not combat.
Tell me more about the weapon.
A talisman.
Well,
gold.
It don't like a
It is
nuke.
jewel. Melina wields its crimson energy without precision.
Well,
Okay,
that's good.
there's
then.
only
Not
one
now,
weapon
Sergeant
in the entire MK universe
it is enough
that
she
could be.
possesses it. It turns the tide in her favor. The Emperor grows desperate, and those caught in the middle pay the price.
If this talisman is what I suspect it to be, we may all pay a price.
We talking about Shinnok's amulet?
Can't be. The base, the vault, your wardings. SF, Shaolin, no way anyone can get past all that.
I must be certain.
Well, this is cozy.
I love how Li Mei right there is saying, "Oh,
You
you all
remind
have
me of an
boyfriend problems."
Earthrealmer who crossed over with us. He also found humor in everything.
Handsome guy, right?
He was an Earthrealmer. One of his eyes glowed red.
What does she mean?
Kenshi, continue with Li Mei. I'm going to the refugee camp. Gotta get to him before he finds a way out.
I'll come with.
Go get an update on camp security from Colonel Flagg.
Why?
Because then you won't be here.
I love how he said why, because
Are we
she's your
with you?
superior officer.
No. I need to confirm with Kotal Khan that Li Mei's story is true. You and your team are going to Outworld.
The hell is that walk?
I
This
don't
is
know.
Kung
I
Jin, isn't
expected
it?
the sky to be purple or something.
Don't believe everything you see online.
And what makes you an expert?
The Shaolin Archives. I studied a lot about Outworld.
No substitute for experience.
So what makes you our leader?
Guys, let's stick to the mission.
Kung Jin.
Li Mei has to be telling the truth. An invasion would violate the Reiko Accords.
You can always trust an Outworlder.
But if Outworld's our ally, why didn't they help us during the Netherrealm War? Against Quan Chi and his team of...
Revenants? Like Jackie's dad?
Oh, low blow.
It's not an alliance. Not an aggression pact. Outworld is not our ally.
A point
Something you
might
should
make
remember.
with more subtlety, given your surroundings.
He would be great at this. Also note that Aaron
Now
Black is
state
kind of
your
a really
business,
shit character that they
including a
wasted his
reason why we
potential on.
shouldn't kill you.
I can
He
read
brings
you.
guns to
You're not from
Mortal
Outworld.
Kombat.
I'm from Earthrealm, like you. But my employer, Kotal Khan, is from Outworld. So now I'm from Outworld. State your
Also, the
business.
bio on him is not very
We're
good. So
emissaries.
this is sin for
We
wasted
need to talk to Kotal Khan.
waste potential.
Here, we have Raiden's official seal.
I can buy one of those at that stall right over there.
Look, you can arrest us, even kill us. But if we're telling the truth, you probably get a pay cut. Or worse. You take us to the con, I'll tell him you took us down. Maybe you get a bonus. You can't lose.
Follow me.
In these times of war, we are required to view every resource as a weapon for our Emperor to use at his discretion. To take without his leave is to steal from the hand of Kotal Khan himself. Therefore, having been found guilty of theft, you shall be put to death.
I was hungry.
Your sentence will be carried out immediately.
Death? For petty theft?
Remember where you are.
Jin?
Oh, you dumbass. Now I can't move on with the story because of this bullshit. Why are you using stone swords instead of metal ones?
Get out of here. Go.
I knew I shouldn't have listened to you.
A lesson in trust from a mercenary.
Here's another learning opportunity.
There we go. He's under the Shaolin moveset. Okay. So now I get to play as Bow and Arrow Man. I get to play as Hawkeye! Yeah. Green Lantern. Not Green Lantern, sorry, Green Arrow. Oliver. I just remember his name is Oliver. That's pretty much it. Alright, so what do I got? The dash in, and that's a... Bam. That's a boo. Alright, that's the one I need. That. Mm-hmm.
Happiness is a warm gun.
Oh well.
I'm seriously bored by this. I want you to know that.
Give it up, son. I'm a quick learner.
Not a good idea. Ah, how lovely. Ferrator. Fuck this character.
Let's play, Tor.
You couldn't just ask for a pony like every other girl?
The archives never mentioned symbiotes.
I actually have to do this for GE too. What happens if I fail? Let's find out. Oh, nothing once again.
You here make trouble, Skinny? Trouble make you!
Does your monkey play the organ?
Nice block. Use the XD just to finish them off. Ooh, almost lost the click.
Love to learn more about you. Too bad you're insane.
There's so many quips and one-liners in this that just feel so
you guys
out
all
of
right?
place.
The Earthbombers, yes? This one must learn more of your diplomatic techniques.
We're here to see Kotal Khan.
Just watch Celebrity
General
Apprentice,
Blaze-
that's all you need to know about America now.
The penalty is death.
I'm sensing a theme.
But, as we honor the Reiko Accords, we will consult the Emperor. You will await him here.
Use my metal pin. No, I didn't know he was still here. My clicker's broken. That's why.
You want to take this opportunity to tell us what the fuck shit you were thinking?
I gotta wonder why you'd risk interrealm war for a bread thief.
Because not all thieves are...
Geneva Convention! Social Justice Warrior! No offense to social justice warriors, but I mean, you gotta admit that's kind of a pretty shit thing to be doing. That's some horrible fan art. Like, really. Amount of security at Raiden's temple is fairly low.
It has more sentimental than monetary value. Nevertheless, I would prefer you did not steal it.
It's a family heirloom. One that shouldn't have been given to you.
Your family honored me
When
with
is...
this memento of
Why?
your cousin Lao.
Why is that not in his moveset? To teleport
Dude,
weapons
you
out of people's
caused.
hands.
You made him fight Shao Kahn. And stood there while that bastard snapped his neck.
You go too far, Kung Jin.
No. Not far enough.
You're gonna fight an Elder God? No!
You weren't even trying.
Use the X-ray just to get the bulk burst damage in. I've completely forgotten about this build, did you?
You at least tried?
Nice. Nice. Now, how does this fucker get to beat Raiden? Right?
Just let me go.
Blood of Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao, a common thief. Did you think you could walk unimpeded into my temple and walk out again without my complicity?
You wanted me to attack you. Why?
This is the most
To release
bullshit
your
answer.
anger.
I'm
Make you
saying that.
amenable
That's the most
to
bullshit
reason.
answer. I wanted you to attack me.
Feel like shit.
Oh, he's a sadist.
Self-loathing
I bet
has
he
always been an
Raiden.
unfortunate
That's why
part.
Raiden let Sindel die, because Sindel was his
lies ahead
secret
a
on the
brighter
side
path.
dominatrix.
One that
And
will
if,
truly
if she
honor
was in the
your
fucking
ancestors.
Nether realm, she couldn't tell
One
anybody
that is
about
worthy
this
of
shit.
you.
He's a sick fuck.
Go to the Wu
Raiden's a demon.
Join the Shaolin.
No.
Like Kung
I have to
Lao
make fun of
before
this when I can. I mean, this is boring as fuck.
I can't.
You have to understand how
Accept
sad
they care
this
only
is.
about
This
what
is
is in your
boring the
heart,
fuck out of me.
not whom your heart desires.
I'm gonna stop this when
It's
we're
too
done with
late for
the Kunjin storyline. I'm gonna pause it and stop it because I'm literally bored to death. Oh my god.
It is never too late, Kunjin.
It is always too late because what is dead may never die. Now you get to fight Kotal Khan. This is a tough fight. I believe, if I remember correctly, this is the only time on Xbox that I ever lost early on, up until the fight with Ferrator, I believe. This is the only time I lost a round. I only lost a round to Ferrator, Kotal Khan, and then I lost one fight to Shinnok at the end. But he wasn't anywhere near as bad as what's his name, as Shao Kahn.
With Melina. Perhaps her newfound power has earned her new friends.
Friends? No. No, we're not even sure that's Shinnok's amulet she has.
She employs Shinnok's amulet against me. The very item Earthrealm swore would be safe in its care, when Outworld was offered no participation.
We were under attack, not Outworld.
Kotal Khan, the fire that burns the sun. We are here because we share your concerns about the missing item. We intend no ill against your rule.
At least one Earthrealmer can forge words like silver.
Ha!
But I recall an Earthrealm expression. There is more honor among thieves than diplomats.
I've had the questionable fortune to be both, Emperor. But I'm telling you the truth.
How do I know that?
You are allied with Melina. You may carry out your sentence.
Kotal Khan, under Outworld law, I claim the right of defense. By combat.
What?
You're gonna fight a duel?
To absolve us of all accusations. Denying the request brings dishonor upon the accuser.
You know much of Outworld.
No, also, the duel ends in death.
You have won.
So this is supposed to be the mini boss at chapter 4.
Of breath.
Use the X-ray to chip my way back in. Just a little zoning bullshit to try and make him move in for my uppercut. God damn it. It's even easier on fucking PS4, and I don't know how to play the fucker.
And now, Emperor?
So that was the mini-boss.
The charges against you are void.
Great job.
I say to all that
You got beat like a little
means
bitch by the
Outworld
Justice
no
League
harm.
of Green Arrow.
Now kill me. Be done with it.
You're not actually gonna...
Instead of your life, I claim your service. If Melina does have the amulet, we can get it from her more easily if we work together.
The power of brotherhood, yeah!
Emperor.
Now y'all are gonna go form a sisterhood of traveling pants, aren't you?
Can you not perceive?
I hope my sarcasm is showing. I can't tell if my sarcasm is showing enough, but I'm hoping it is.
You honor us, Kotal Khan. Our gratitude is wide like the ocean.
I'll talk to General Blade. Tell her about our new... arrangement.
Thanks for the heads up, Sergeant. Stay with Kotal Khan.
So now we're at chapter 5. We're at Sonya! Look at that! I'm 4 chapters through. It took an hour and a half, and I'm bored out of my mind, so I have to stop. So we're gonna have to pick this up again. Probably, I should be able to do it tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Hope you're not too bored. I am.